Hello and welcome back to this Trails in the Sky third chapter Let's Play with me, jrpg. In the last episode, we defeated Grancel Fortress and acquired ourselves the red-headed swordsman himself, the Flame Blade, Mr. Agate Crosner. You know, if you've watched any of my food series, you know he's a personal favourite of mine. But today, we've got another Moondor to do, so I'm guessing that this is going to be a fairly long one. So, bring to me the girl skilled in Noble Engineering and accompanied by the ever-burning flame. We are most certainly there, so let's view part 2. Mr. Crosner, I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. He was going, last time we saw this, he was going to visit Tita here at the City of Ice, and we reckoned that his mum, Tita's mum, had some rather nefarious plans for Mr. Crosner, seeing as she did not like the idea of this man. But I can't believe I'm going through with this. Should never given it a pressure and promised to come here here once a month in the first place. Having to adjust my schedule all the time just so I can come all this way to eat. Such a pain in the ass. Well, whatever. I do owe her, I guess. What the hell? I felt this horrible chill run down my spine. What was that for? Huh? Okay then. Doesn't look like I've caught a cold or anything. Probably no big deal. Well, there's everything switched that needs to be. The machine guns and new models, so they could probably do some tweaking. All the arrangement armaments are strengthened. The mobility is up 16% because of all the work we did in the night, you know? Okay, I think we should leave it like this for now. Take some data as is before we start doing anything else. Works for me. Ordinarily we'll settle the testing, whether it can perform basic actions at this stage and call it a day. But thanks to all the help Tita suffered, it ended up relatively complete for a prototype. I think we should probably get away with doing it. Simple combat test using it even. I think we should too. After all, it just so happens to be that we have the perfect guinea pig coming for it. Mom, Dad, Morning, Tita. Did you sleep well? Yeah, I'm feeling great, but all I picture in my mind is the sight of that red-haired hooligan crawling on the ground after getting beating of a lifetime by the Orville Gear. I can hardly wait to see it in real life too. Mom, I'm trying to tell you Agate's really not a bad person. Don't take what she's saying to heart, Tita. She could probably stand to discuss the issue a bit more tactfully, but I'm sure she wants to find out exactly what Agate's doing trying to worm his way to you in the first place. Oh boy, even Dad seems to have him wrong. Let me explain it one more time. He might be sort of rude and blunt, but he does grumble every time he has to do something, and he has a bad habit of scaring people off, but he's actually a kind, good person, I swear. Really? Now, I'm starting to be a little worried about him too. Why? I keep saying he's a really nice person. All the time. Alright, time to go and get things ready. I'll leave the final adjustments up to you, Dan. I've got something else to take care of. You going then? That I am. I've heard more than enough. Something has to be done. The sinner must be punished with death. What? Where are you going? Wait. Mom! What in Adios' name is happening here? Are you alright? I'll live. Was Erika in such a hurry for? Well, it's time for the testing to begin. Oh, you're much less of an overprotective parent than she is, you'll have, you know. Right. Where is she? I could have sworn I saw her running this way. Where she could have gone. Probably shouldn't have arrived so early. Might as well drop by the guild, see if there's any work to do until evening. What? What was that? But just my imagination? The second I walked in, I felt like my life was in mortal danger. The only person here is that researcher there, so it must have been. My, what do we have here? If it isn't Agate Crosner. I pity you, I really do. Come again? I never dreamed my target would come wandering nonchalantly while I was making the necessary preparations for his execution. But that makes things easier for me. Now I can tell you what I want directly. We prepared the most perfect place to die for you over in the central factory. So come along, there's not a moment to waste.
Who are you? Why did you come here picking a fight with me or something?
Not at all. This is a completely legitimate request I made to the guild. More specifically, to you.
Like hell you did. There's no request that would ever get accepted here. If you want to submit a request to guild, you're gonna have to come up with something a little better than that.
Oh, you pitiful flea. You figured you were a little thickhead, but I didn't think a general like you would be quite this low. You seem to be more aware of your sins.
What does woman have against me? Her eyes are scaring the shit out of me.
Get out of those ears of yours and listen well, Moran. The request is about testing the capabilities of the orbital gear by comparing it to you in a variety of situations, which means that you'll be helping us, we'll be able to improve it, and in the process, may the unforgivable sins you committed shall be.
Just what are you rambling about, woman? Maybe you didn't get the memo, but the bracelet guilds exist to help people who really need it. We don't exist just to do anything someone feels like asking us to do. So I really have got the time to be messing around with some crazy time waster.
Is that a real reason you want to do this, or are you just scared?
Say that again.
Can't find her anywhere in town. Maybe she hasn't gone home. Where could Mom run off to?
It's not my fault you're not listening.
To me? As I said, if you help with these tests, I might be gracious enough to consider reducing your punishment a little. That sounded like Mom. Could she be in the guild?
If you want to help that much. Tita?
Agate? What are you doing with my... one more thing, I want to make it very clear right off the bat. You do not get within 1 cell's radius of my sugar-powdered donut under any circumstances. I will kill you, shameless hooligan.
Wait a sec. Whoosh. What the hell? What just happened there? She shut up and ran off with Tita. I hope she didn't witness her getting adopted by someone Danish.
You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about that.
Sup, Gillica?
Her name is Erika Russell. She's Tita's mother.
Her mother? That is Tita's mother? You gotta be kidding me.
The parents came back here from aboard about 2 weeks ago. Erika and Dan. Their arrival was somewhat unconventional, admittedly, but they really are Tita's parents, I can assure you of that.
You're trying to tell me the woman is related to her by blood?
With the mystery solved, would you mind we go right to discussing work matters?
Oh yeah, lay it on me. I'm free this evening, so if you got any quick jobs you need to, I can knock them out for you.
Well, first is one from the central factory. There are custom assistants with a variety of tests for a prototype of a new weapon called orbital gear.
Orbital gear? Hold up a minute, that sounds familiar.
The guild has officially accepted the requested Ark mentioned to you earlier. There's your name on it, in fact.
I can't believe this. Did you actually submit that as an official one?
I don't know much more about this orbital gear than you do, I'm afraid. She merely described it as a weapon that combines the finest in Liberl's orbital technology. It's being developed by the entire Russell family together to boot. The location you need to go is the Zeiss Central Factory.
A new weapon? Wait a sec, you said the whole Russell family, right? Not just the adults? Please tell me Tita isn't involved in this crap.
I couldn't tell you, she didn't say. I thought Tita was ready to graduate from apprentice to become a full-fledged engineer, so perhaps she is. Would her informant be a problem to you, Agate?
Well, no, but I've never met her parents. I've only heard about them from Tita. It's not like I can pretend to know what they're like. But her mom's nothing like she made her sound. She seems kind of messed up in the head. That kook's got Tita involved in developing some kind of new weapon. Put that request on hold for now, Gillica.
On hold? Don't give it to anyone else for now, you mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna go find out what's going on. Don't think about giving that to anyone else before I'm back.
Ooh! Ooh! As for the first time in a long time, we get to actually control someone in a situation. Should I do a quick roundabout search on all of these things? He is here to sell airships to clients. Very, very nice. So it feels like maybe I should... Can I not buy new weaponry? I know I'm going in for shit.
What is it? What's going on? Other than I catch you shopping out for weapon stuffs.
There we go. There's been a bracer apocalypse. Maybe there's some new recruits that could come to mind. I'm sure there'll be some somewhere. I don't particularly care about that. What I want is to buy some stuff because I know I'm going to be getting fucked in a second. And it feels like because I'm in control, there must be something that I can grab in this meantime. Wait, it's out of town. Doesn't make when I gotta hire to set a factory. Boring. Mr. Murdoch. Is there anything that I can grab here? No. Okay, maybe I should just go to Sci Central Factory then. I saw an interesting video, guys, on a Korean RPG that apparently influenced this quite a lot. So maybe I'll pick that up. We'll see. But we should make our way to Sci Central Factory. Can I buy anything from you? It's for the best, just trust me. Okay. They're in the basement, undeniably. This is where they were, is it not? We can, however. Stick to searching the factory. Boring, boring, boring. It's this way. They're gonna be in here. Thanks again. Okay. I have a feeling it's gonna suck. What I have learned is I think I can go back. The door is locked. I think I can go back. And, is this going to be the way to Calicut Tunnel again? Yes, it is. I've learned that I can go back and complete stuff. So I'm going to try and beat Colonel Richard with the Annalise stuff. At some point soon. He's gone to the church, my man. Let's make sure we get around and find them. What was I saying? Yeah, so I'm going to try and complete that Annalise fight thing, because I'm assuming you get something good from winning the reward. That's what I noticed when I was flicking through the journal to remind myself where I was. So I will go back and try and complete that in my spare time. Will they have gone to the roof? Is that where they would have gone? Because that wasn't the new space on the thing, is it not? Let's see if there's anything. We obviously know about the cat. More stomach pains than anything you can count at this point. Our floor sounds ominous. Here we go. Where are those two gone? Can't find them anywhere. Hey there. You must be Agate. Who's this guy? He doesn't seem like any ordinary engineer. Oh, I get it. You're Dan, right? Seem to remember you were a bracer at one point. Oh, was it Cassius who told you? Oh, no. I just heard some stuff from Tita and her grandpa. Right. Actually, he quit the whole bracer thing about 10 years back, didn't he? Makes it around the time when Cassius joined. Can't imagine him being much of a lunatic, but who knows? You guys developing a new weapon, right? Heard you got Tita to help you out with it. That true? Yeah. She's not a simple assistant, however. She's a formal member of his development team. Tita's become so much more capable over these past couple of years. I didn't feel like it's all that much I could teach her anymore. I was right. What the hell do you guys got your own kid doing? I know you're busy and you can't afford to be back home here that often. I know little squirt loves Obaltech, so part of me gets why you want to help her with whatever new stuff you got in the works. But it doesn't make it okay to let someone that young developing a weapon. Use common goddamn sense, man. What's funny? Agate, do you trust her? What's trust got to do with this?
And don't go trying to change the subject on me. What you got her doing?
I've heard a lot about you since coming back here. And with that, there's only one question I want to hear from you, directly. Now, is my understanding you're keeping her company quite often, while my wife and I were away? Is that because you feel she's unreliable? Or maybe just a coincidence? Or is there some other reason? So what have you been trying to achieve by being with her so much?
I wasn't trying to achieve anything. Guess if I had to give an answer. There's no denying how much she's helped me. I'll admit at the start she seemed like she could do jack all. I stuck around to protect her, but she never actually needed it. She ended up doing way more for me than I ever did for her in the end. So yeah, I guess if you put it that way, I do trust her. Your daughter's pretty damn amazing.
I see.
Okay, so he doesn't seem to have many screws loose as his wife, but I can probably give him a pass, right? Look, I'm guessing there's some special reason Tita ended up developing that weapon of yours, right? You mind telling me what it is?
Yeah, there is. I suppose it couldn't hurt to tell you. You're familiar with Ren of Ouroboros, right?
Yeah. That crazy strong little girl with a huge robot. Can forget her if I tried.
Tita told us she's friends with that girl, which sounds insane, I know.
Nah, it's not. She doesn't talk about it, but I know she is. She feels like she's going to unnatural lengths to avoid the issue even coming up to.
That means explaining this a little simpler. The Overgear project was begun with the aim of developing a new kind of weapon that could compete with the Society's advanced military technology. Eventually, we hope that it'll end up with something that can go head-to-head with Padamatter. As soon as she heard what we were planning to do, Tita told us she wanted to be a part of it, of her own volition. At first, Erika and I were strongly opposed. It was Tita who insisted she wanted to do whatever she could to keep the connection she had with Ren. She wouldn't take no for an answer. She insisted that something she could go for her. She said that this was something she could do for her. From my perspective, her intention isn't exactly to talk down Ren or anything along those lines. She just thinks that by participating in the Overgear's development, she'll be able to keep thinking about her. The project connects them in a tiny way, even if they can't meet, even if Tita can't do anything more substantial for her. It really is a tiny connection, and yet that's probably the best she can do for Ren right now. She's determined to do it.
She had no idea. She's such an idiot. How am I supposed to know where you're shouldering something that heavy if you don't tell me?
She's working on the project formally as an engineer, no different than Erika. My wife was the one who gave her permission. After she showed so much resolve as she did, it wouldn't be fair for us to treat her like a child.
You mind if I ask you something? Where is that Overgear thing now?
Does that mean you're up for the job?
Well, I can't walk the hell away. She might not do something crazy again if I leave her alone.
I see. Albert was right about you, Agate. You have some promise.
What are you talking about? What'd Graham say?
You need this, incidentally. Identification card from Dan. Using this in the elevator will get you to B5F of the building where the test will take place. Tita and Erika should be there. You're gonna want to make sure you're ready to go, though. Erika's been dead set on testing you.
I couldn't care less what she wants. Just gonna go help Tita with the tests. What else does is none of my business. What about you, Dan? You ain't coming?
Don't mind me, I'll be there. Just so we're clear, I haven't decided to accept you myself yet.
Accept me as what? Alright, this is gonna suck. I guess this is the place. What? What is that?
All the checks and legs are complete. I guess I'll check settings one more time too. Got nothing to do till the mom and dad come back, so I should make the most of it.
I thought I was gonna be an old cannon. Can't believe you're making robots as nuts as this.
Agate? What are you doing here? Is this because of Mom? She asked you to come here. I'm so sorry. Mom and Dad seem to got you all wrong. I keep trying to explain to them that you're really but they never listen.
It's no big deal. I ain't here because your mom asked me to come anyway.
You're not?
I heard you're working pretty hard down here, like a proper engineer. So I figured I'd come and join you as a way of showing my support, I guess. Helping with these tests is an official request anyway, so it works out.
Okay, let me give you a brief rundown of the Overgear. The prototype's most distinguishing characteristic is that the pilot can climb inside and operate it from within. It hasn't been decided for sure. The final model will necessarily be like this, though. Oh, and this is how it reaches maximum livability. Come here for a minute.
Sure.
We designed a new walking system to increase its mobility substantially, you see. Ordinary bipedal robots require 2 units that control the posture and center of gravity, which work in tandem with one another to walk. But this approach really drains system resources across the whole Arkism. The way I've chosen to resolve this is... Huh?
What the hell?
Mom, how long have you been there? So, you've decided to assist with the test, have you, Agate Crosner? You're so sweet. Does that mean you finally accepted your sins and have come to repent?
I have no frickin' clue what you're talking about.
You were trying to get close to Tita thinking I wasn't here, weren't you?
Admit your sins and repent! Finally have first-hand evidence. For crying out loud, will you quit with the eyes? It's giving me the creeps.
He might be completely useless when it comes to technology, but he's got potential, don't you think?
You might be right. I have to admit, there are concerns. But I can appreciate that at least tries to follow subjects he doesn't understand, instead of outright refusing to listen to them. What are you two doing up there? Especially you, Dan. You were just up on the roof with me a minute ago. I did tell you I was going to watch the test, didn't I? Well, here I am. I can't work out what he's thinking more than I can his wife.
Don't you dare ignore me, Agate Crosner. Well, regardless, everyone's got it now.
I suppose it's time for us to begin.
What are we doing? I finished all the necessary final checks. Good gal, Tita. Let the testing begin.
What is wrong with this family?
Well, Tita, do you think you'll be able to operate it alright? Yep, I'll be fine. I've had plenty of practice. I'm ready to go as soon as everyone else is. Begin monitoring. No problems in a data link.
Looks like we're good to go. Agate, you now begin testing the orbital gear version 0.5. Sure you're ready for this?
Yeah, I am. Come this far, I'm not gonna turn tail now.
I want you to promise one thing before we begin, though. The final test will be a mock battle between yourself and the orbital gear.
If you can cause Tita so much as the tiniest scratch on her, I'll be sending you to the goddess personally.
I wouldn't go quite that far, but you get the idea. Don't hurt her, alright?
I know. I ain't gonna hold back, but I ain't gonna hurt her either.
That's what I wanted to hear. Okay, for starters. Dan went around Agate and began attaching small quartz to various points.
What are you doing?
Those some collect data from your body in real time during the testing process. The prototype's mobility should be about equal to your own, if not a little above what you're capable of. This would be the perfect way to test what it can really do.
Well, if that's your reason, sure this isn't some form of harassment.
Of course not.
Right.
Erika, if you would.
Gladly. Fire! Shuttle?
What the fuck? What am I even watching here? This is Erika's success dance. She does it before every big test or experiment.
Alrighty, I'm ready. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Setup complete. I can't believe you're still gonna do this after all this time. It's not like it actually has the practical effect either. If you can look at the data from all the tests she's done collectively, there's no difference in the odds of success, whether she does it or not. Here, let me take care of that.
As you can see, it's best to leave her alone when she gets fired up like this.
I'm feeling exhausted already. We haven't even started yet.
The first test is a simple race. You're going to do 3 laps of the course. First to win the finish line wins. There are obstacles in your way too, just so you know. Be careful of those. Are you ready, Agate?
Ready as I'll ever be. Let's get it started. I'm here to work, not to play.
So you are. Well, take your positions. Ready and go.
What just happened? It flew.
I'm sorry, but Mom told me I had to finish race by jumping over the finish line all of a sudden.
Should have known.
Mind you, it's not like jumping was really the rules of the race. We wanted to collect data from it too. Say you only got yourself to blame for being cocky, wouldn't you?
What are we doing now?
This is a test for orbital gear's precision. What I want you to do is place the 4 colored drum cans corresponding files on the door. Be harder than it looks. Don't assume it's going to be a snap. If I lose this, I'll never hear the end of it from the clumsy excuse for a human, am I?
Alright, let's get started.
Begin. Piece of cake.
Whoa, got some excellent data out of that. Well done, Tita. You did a wonderful job. The adjustments Dad made are all different, really. It's turning that the acutors were perfect. I don't doubt that. He's always been good at handling these things. The arms have acceleration control now, too.
Man, was there any point in me being here if you're just gonna ignore me?
Well, the test was about collecting data. It really matter who won. Still, that's not true for the next one. Now the real fun begins.
Last test we're going to farm is a mock battle to test the Orboge's overall capabilities. Take your positions.
Okay,
Got it.
we've been through this before, but it bears repeating. Only aim for the orbital gear. If I find so much of a hair out of place on Tita, you'll be very painfully executed on the spot.
I know. You don't need to keep stating the obvious.
Are you ready?
Yeah, bring it on.
Okay. I think it's actually just worth attacking him now. Okay, it can attack from afar. That's good to know. That's annoying. That is annoying. But we got a Curia Bomb. We're just gonna keep ourselves healed up. Because we're almost at the point where we've...
You ready for this?
If this misses, that's gonna suck for us. We appear to have won though.
That wraps that up.
You cheated! Totally cheated!
Cheated? How? You're full of shit.
I am not. Use some kind of invisible special power you must have.
Like hell I did.
Alright. Well, I think it's only fair to call this Agate's.
That was the last of the test, right? Crystal filled that. My work's done here.
Silly me, I almost forgot, Dan. Didn't you say you wanted a one-on-one fight against this ruffian yesterday?
Did I? Alright, I did. Cassie's told me a little bit about it, so I'd like to take the opportunity at some point.
What?
I have a bad feeling about this.
You're the best. Go get your weapon.
Don't necessarily have to be now.
No, you're doing it now. No time to waste.
Alright. I'll leave this thing's here to you, Erika.
Don't you think it's going to be easy either? He might have been forced to retire because of an injury, but he's still very strong. This is why he taught Tassie at the basics of fighting with a staff 10 years ago even.
Seriously?
Cassius then won a perfected the art of using one to fight himself, admittedly. But that would show you, give an idea of just how strong my awesome husband is.
No, I don't really want to back down. Hey, tests are over. My work is done. Why am I stuck here during another completely unrelated fight?
Your work's not done until I say it is, bucko. Oh yeah, while you're waiting for Dan, I need to check Tita hasn't got any injuries.
Because if she has, you know what's gonna happen.
Come on down, Tita. What's wrong, sweetie? I can't. Some weird errors come up and I don't know what to do. What's going on? Oh no! No. Damn it, no. No matter what commands I try to give it, it won't respond. Shut it down. I can't do anything I tell it to.
What's going on? Explain this in a way I can understand. What's going on? Have you lost control?
Agate, run. Okay, it's strong. So we're gonna have to be careful once again. That's fine. All good, all good. We're going to take this time now to heal. All good, all good. Our best bet is staying safe. Staying safe here, I believe. If this thing attacks us, we can just go. I don't want to lose these things again. Yes, we're very close. Nice, nice, nice. We need to use the Curia Balm. And then just keep healing ourselves up, really, until we get to some form of normality here. That's fine, because we can just use the Curia Balm to heal ourselves. Very boring, a very boring way to do it, I know, but I'd rather do this than risk dying. We'll do a sneaky attack here. There we go.
Care for a rematch?
You doing okay? I've stopped him moving. Come on out.
I can't. The seatbelt's stuck.
Damn it.
Thank good. Huh?
Tita. Yeah. Just in the nick of time. You two okay?
Tita and I are fine, but... Agate! Agate!
Ugh.
No, this is all my fault. All because of me, you... I'm so sorry. I'm always causing you nothing but trouble with my selfishness. If I just kept quiet, none of this would have happened. This is all my fault, all of it. I hadn't said I wanted to get closer to Bran. I knew I surely shouldn't have done anything for her. I just knew this was for my own satisfaction. This wasn't what I wanted to happen at all. I swear this wasn't what I was trying to do by getting involved in this project. But...
Give it a rest, will ya? My head's pounding even enough without you crying.
Agate?
I'll take no more than that to finish me off. I figured you knew that. Ugh. Damn, thought that thing packs a punch. Like he was able to block the brunt of the impact with my sword. If I hadn't, I'll probably have a date with Goddess right about now.
Huh.
Hey, I said I'm fine, alright? This is nothing. So stop your crying.
This is all because of me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to do this anymore. I quit. So...
Don't you dare give up, Tita.
What?
You heard me. Don't you dare just throw in the towel over something this small. You want to get closer to Ren, right? You want to understand her better, right? Then try and do it. Don't just give up at the first hurdle you come across.
Even when you get hurt?
I've had a worthless 10 years, Tita. I'm not gonna deny that, but there's one thing I can never bring myself to do, and that was to throw this away. Never. But that's fine, because this way why I'm a bracer that I am now. Plenty of folks have things that become such a big part of them. They can't bear to throw them away or leave them behind. Things that, no matter how much they try to forget, they just can't. I got something like that. I'm pretty sure you found something like that too, don't you?
He's right. I really do. Agate, I changed my mind. I won't give up. I don't have time to stand crying. I don't have time to stand around crying. Not when I've got things to do. Think about what I can do. I'm gonna do it. Because it's just like your bracer, I am a researcher.
Really now?
Huh? Agate?
It's nothing. What's with the faces?
Huh. I'm starting to make sense now. See, I told you. He's rude as a thickhead. He's got all the tact of a wrench to the groin. But there's a promise in him. That there is. The preparations aren't quite finished, but I think it's time to go to the second phase of testing our redhead friend right away.
The hell are you talking about?
It looks like I underestimated you, Agate. Tita seems to come out of this unharmed, just as you promised.
Oh yeah.
I'd like you to come to our house this evening.
Huh? I thought I was coming over for dinner was why I was here in Zeiss to begin with. You'll be more than welcome. What's going on with him all of a sudden?
Agate, thank you very much for earlier. You ended up having to protect me again.
It's fine, it doesn't bother me. Still, I think I'm gonna have to do is pass on the dinner.
No, today we're having a hot pot full of mushrooms and wild plants, and the soup has lots of seaweed. Mom and Dad finally seem to understand you better, too, so this should be fun. Now, let's all go and enjoy a nice hot pot together.
Alright. I can hardly wait. Confusing.
So that's what it was. I can't believe I didn't notice that was in the final checks. This is my fault. We don't know for sure yet, Tita. Let's not jump to conclusions. No good comes from blaming yourself or feeling responsible before we know if you had anything to do with it. Okay, still.
Ugh. What the hell does this hammer come from? What's wrong with this place?
Oh, sounded like Agate. Probably just your imagination. Maybe. That reminds me, you should be here any minute now. Better go warm up the food.
Ugh. What a bunch of lances pop out of the ground.
Erika? I think the lances may have been overdoing it a tad.
At least stick with the concealed holes in the ground, won't you? Ugh. How long are we looking before he's able to make it here, might I ask? So I'm going to take this chance to have a man-to-man talk with him.
Only the goddess knows. Seems like you're putting up a good fight. Make no mistake, Agate Crosner. Our testing process has only just begun.
There we go. Story Orbital Gear Project Part 2 finished. Tita and the S-Craft Orbital Gear. And that's a very nice place to say. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, and we'll be going back to Liberl Ark Canyon next time. Peace.